a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. And I saw the signs for so long. Just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home. Stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, closing in. I keep going in, going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better.
Always on my grind, it's 24/7. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level.
It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Will Reichert has it all teed up. And off we go from Minneapolis. Fielded at the 7. Showing a little burst so far. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
At their own 36-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Black, 95. Ready.
First play is to the air. Caught by Theo Johnson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and it forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
They run. Here's the rookie from Georgia Tech. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. Having gained about a handful there. Chidobe, Awuzie, they're on the tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to it, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Catch made right side by Nakua. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And a gun on 3rd down. Knocked away, that's incomplete. Opening drive has arrived at 4th down. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like it attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
They'll throw for it. Chased out to his right. Making the call himself. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. The right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
Now, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
Working inside the red zone. Headed out right. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And it's an excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and the Vikings are going to have a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Here's Purdy to throw. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Give to Williams from the gun. He's foray up the middle. That's about 3. Stop made by Braden Fisk.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
On third down, Purdy. It's on target to Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. Purdy, a quick throw, complete. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Now, the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Toward the sideline and caught by Addison. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
Back, go.
Sticking to the air here, it's Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Oh, and how well he's slinging at this opening drive, Brock. Not sure we expected to see an incompletion, but his perfect start ends at 5 for 5.
Yeah, kind of the feeling out process, right? I think you find this with defensive coordinators a whole bunch, trying to figure out what that script is on the other side. I have a sense there'll be some completions and incompletions along the way.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Looking right, and he finds him. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
It's complete. This is Nguka. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. It's Vikings ball as we return for the 2nd, and they've got to be thinking points here. Williams does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Offense to the line fast. Another for Williams. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish off their opening drive. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Now it's Will Reichert on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings start off well to tie things 7-7. Tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Short pass brought in. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Rams have the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They're throwing it. A throw left side finds Johnson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they will face a third down here, Brock, but not by much. Good effort to challenge for it. He reaches the 43.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Back-to-back carries here. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They go play action on first down. It's caught right side by Johnson. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Into traffic, complete. And this one doesn't go far.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, there's way too much risk for that reward.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. This one held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Hits him on the out route. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. That one hits for 30. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big. They could block at the line of scrimmage. But the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they could take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
First down, Purdy to throw. That's caught by Williams. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
From the gun is Purdy. Hits him on the in route. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Rams tap it as he reports the first interception of his young career. Well, they were thinking thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
To throw here on first down. Completed over the middle. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. That chunk with a nice 21 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Working on first down. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
First down.
Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Five still to go here. This is second down. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. And goes to the hurry up here.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Rams.
And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. And they got to him for the sack, but I think that they might have had an unfair advantage there, Brock. Sure looked off sides, and we got a flag. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. Running it after the penalty. And would bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Second and very short, looking to pass. That's completed right side. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Connects on the crosser. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They got 21 yards on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Purdy on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. This is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him around in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. As his target, that's Savion Williams. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one. Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
On 2nd down, running with Williams. And that's not what the offense styled up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going. Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. Back to throw it. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked up Brandon Jones. And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Throwing off the play fake. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams push their lead further to start the half. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Returnable from the 1. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds on a rough first down effort there. They're going to lose at least a few.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Offense to the line. 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Good gain out past the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 35. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. All set to go now from the 35.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35.
First down throw by Purdy. On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Second and 10. Again, it's Purdy. Buys time, rolling right. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrives at the exact same time there. So that brings up fourth and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Here's Purdy, fourth down. Big strike here to Williams. So 21 yards and the first. What a call to go for it there on 4.
21 yards.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First and 10.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Savion Williams, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on second down. To the air again. Purdy. Catch is made down the right sideline. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings shrinking the lead some in the third. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Vikings 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. First and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This one misses the tight end. And now they're going to face third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's making a bid for it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
First down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
First and 10, looking to throw. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And a stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Rams have the first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First and 10 from the 43. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's Rams ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Blown back, gets the handoff. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work on the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throw here, 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
From the red zone on 1st. Hits his running back. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, the big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Trying the right side. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They're going play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Forced out to his right. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams double their lead to 14. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Chased out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He's got it inside the 25. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
It's a gain of 52 yards. And the Vikings first
They've got
down.
3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
From the gun is Purdy. There's another one to Williams. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings losing by 14. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Play action now. Purdy. Those caught. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
And that one won't stay in bounds, but boy, did they need it to. They won't be able to get the football back here. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They give it to him again. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Going to the ground again on first. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Back to the well again. And he has the first down for the Rams, and partner, that should be all they need to now coast to this win. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Sign quarterback run here. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. Well, everyone's been wondering, Brock, will this be the week? Is